of a prophet that has done similar miracles. But I think one of the reasons what someone explained it that last week here in Speaker's Corner is that Jesus was given a lot of miracles because he was the last chance for the people of Israel to kind of a last chance for them, because they killed prophets, they did not follow the commandments, they were not faithful to them. So he was given as the last straw, and if they kill him as well, or try to kill him at least, that the kingdom of God, as you call it, would be taken away from the Israelites and given away to the Ishmaelites. This is according to this.
This sounds odd to me, because in Islam, tens of thousands of prophets were sent all over the world. Every people has its prophet.
Yeah.
And people are nasty and mean everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can bet your sweet life they were killing their prophets as well.
Yeah.
And so why was it that he is recorded in the Quran as the only one who creates life? Because after all, the other peoples would have needed somebody to get a last chance.
The people of Israel and the people of Abraham more specifically, Israel at first, and Abraham more specifically, were the ones that were chosen out of all people. And so the people that came from Abraham, we have the Ishmaelites and we have the...
Do you see them as special then? Because I thought for Muslims, every people has its prophets. It's just that in the Quran, I regard this as suspicious.
Yeah.
That there's details about the Israelite prophets and prophets. But if the Quran recorded the Alaskan prophets, the South American prophets, I'd say there's miraculous stuff there, because there'd be information Muhammad couldn't gather naturally from the tribes of Jews and Christians around him. But nonetheless, I never thought that, and there may be a mistake by me, that Islam sees the Jews as the chosen people, because that's a big thing to say.
They were the people. I'm going to rephrase. The people, the sons of Abraham, were chosen, and then the sons of Isaac, were chosen. The people of Israel, there is no debate that they were the first one that's chosen, and God blessed them and gave them incredible blessings, and He gave them prophets. We see in the Quran, so for example, Moses talks to the people of Israel, and he says, "Remember the blessings of God that He gave you, that He made prophets within you, and He made you kings."
But before the Jews, Abraham is living about 1800 BC.
Yeah.
Before Abraham was born, we know the Egyptian kingdom existed.
Yeah.
Now in history, we know, but before the Egyptian kingdom, there was the Sumerians, who were an ancient Mesopotamian people.
Yeah.
So they would have been more ancient, therefore being the first recipients of prophets, according to Islam, it seems to me. And so I still have difficulty seeing why there's this regarding in Islam of the Jews as special. I'd have thought there should be a similar thing going on with a prophet who works great miracles for those peoples as well.
Yeah, well, the prophets of Israel are the kind of the more honored prophets, I would say. That's admittedly. But
why would that happen?
Phil, are you going to go to the convent?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Eric's going to take it back. Actually.
Are you going to walk to the
center?
I'll walk with you there. I'm just over here.
Okay, I'll catch you.
Yeah, excellent.
Because Abraham is the chosen one. I mean, even as historical facts, if we go back, there's in the Quran, for example, there are a lot of things that the Quran disagrees with the Old Testament, and I would say the Quran would be kind of more accurate. For example, we have in the account of the story of Moses. In the Bible, if I'm correct, there were 3 kings or pharaohs in the time of Moses.
I can't remember whether there were 3. I just can't remember.
3 or 2. But if we go historically, there were no kings that were that reigned as long as 80 years or 40 years. I'm not even sure.
We don't know exactly which period Muhammad was, which period Moses was. Actually, so we can't say. People try to match up with a particular period in Egyptian
Most
dynasties.
People say Ramses the Second.
I know, but it's really nobody actually says they know for sure. It's very much a debate within archaeology.
Even in I think there was discovery archaeological where in Egypt they described Ramses the Second even in the history of Egypt, that he died mysteriously it described his death as mysterious, and it for me it just adds to it as he died mysteriously because he died in the flood when Moses split the sea.
But we're getting off the point a little bit here.
Yes, true.
Because after all, if you say Abraham was special, well, actually, no, Abraham. What we have, because we both believe in Noah, so Noah has his family, they survive the flood, they repopulate the world. The really key figures are Shem, Japheth, and Ham. and they produce the various nations that have come down to us. So the key individuals, each of the sons of Noah, are really important, and Abraham comes from the line of Shem. So Japheth and Ham also have their lineages, and there'll be similarly important men who are spoken to by God, and they will. Then you'll get this repeating situation where people are nasty to their prophets, they do evil things to them, and so they'll need a Jesus figure who will work great miracles, and yet we only have Jesus mentioned as the one who can create life.
I get your point about creating life. I think it's a different opinion, because the way we see it is just him being as an honored prophet, and you seeing it as kind of something that's only that kind of as that divinizes him, or some makes him.
Well, not in this specific argument. Really, my point is this: that he would appear to be, if he's the prophet who produces the most amazing miracle, that is the thing that only Allah can do. It's not like curing the sick. A doctor in a way can cure the sick.
Yeah.
But creating life is only Allah's prerogative, and this is something Jesus does. Then Jesus doesn't even die. He lives now forever.
Not forever.
And he's coming back.
Yeah, he's not living forever, but he's gonna.
But when he dies, what's going to happen? He's going to rise from the dead. Then he's going to live forever.
Everybody.
Okay, but he's never going to die. Okay, he's going to die briefly in
so
Islamic
I get your point.
So he's somebody unique in the human race, it seems, from the Islamic point of view, has actually escaped death, and he's now been alive 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So that plus his ability to create life, and put aside the other stupendous miracles that Islam seems to also accept he did, and the constant reference to him in the Quran, it seems to me that he is really the seal of the prophets. And I think what the originator of Islam was doing was saying, look, we believe that Jesus is the top prophet. We just disagree with these Eastern Roman Catholics who were saying he's God. And what happened is the religion evolved to include Mohammed as the seal of the prophets. But really the intention was that Jesus was the seal of the prophets.